Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your September 2025 reading. We're going to take a look at what's going on for you this September and what the angels want you to know, and then we're going to dive deeper into the tarot for you. So, welcome if you are new to my channel, and welcome back if you're returning. I'm so thrilled you're here to take a look at the month ahead. So we're going to start by asking the angels what they want you to know. So if you want to take a deep breath and just allow, that was quick. Okay, that was quick. So you have Archangel Jophiel and patience. So the message from the angels with this card is very much about what you're planting and what you're tending to in your life. So obviously in the card we can see that she is tending to her garden. You know, she's planted the plants and the seeds and she's watering it and nurturing it. And this is very much of the angels want you to know that whatever you're working on, whatever you're putting your attention, the seeds that you've planted, which, you know, those seeds you could have started a week ago, a month ago, 5 years ago, that they are, you know, growing, and sometimes you may not be believing that they're growing, or you may get frustrated because, you know, like a garden, some plants die off and then, you know, we can have challenges along the way. But the angels want you to know that what you are growing in your garden is going to be beautiful. You know, it's often over the years we put different plants in and then we stand back and we see this beautiful thing that we've created. And so the patience is the time that it takes and the effort that it takes putting in, even if you're not seeing straight away the growth. You know, some things grow really slowly, some other things will go quickly. So the angels want you to have patience. And I'm also getting keeping the faith. It says your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So let's see what the angel crystals want you to know. So it's such a beautiful, beautiful card. And the green, you know, it's reminding me of the heart chakra or Tiperet. You know, it's about doing the things that you're doing with love. You know, the more that you put love into the garden, you know, if you're frustrated and you're thinking, oh, these plants aren't growing and you're getting annoyed with it, you know, plants, even the analogy's right, because plants feel your energy. It's the same with what you're creating. So don't forget to go back into why you love doing what you're doing, why it's meaningful, why it's important. Doing it because you love it. You love the process of it. You love the way that you can express yourself through it. And so that's another reminder to go back to loving it, loving what you're doing, because then it'll grow even faster. You have the message here from the angels, and it's be gentle with yourself. It says you've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. And what I'm getting from this, actually, the angel message is to nurture your energy. And some of you may be feeling burnout, you know, from maybe nurturing your garden so much, you know, the work that's involved in it. And so you may need time to take time, you know, taking time out to do some self-care, self-nurturing. Not being too hard and critical is the other advice, because the criticism, you know, because when things aren't growing, sometimes the conclusion that the mind makes or makes you believe is that maybe you're not good enough or you're not doing something right, and that's not true. You know, the patience of this garden, it reminds me of the pentacles. And so whatever we manifest in this 3D reality, it takes time. You know, the pentacles are slow. It takes time and we need patience. But be gentle with yourself. So if you've gone through a little bit of, we know 2025 has been a year of a lot of change, upheavals. There's a lot going on in the world. And if you've had that on a personal level, maybe you need a little bit of time out just to rebalance yourself and to find your feet again. So be really kind. The angels want you to be super, super kind and gentle. Now, I'm going to see what you need to let go of in the month of September. What needs to be surrendered for Scorpio in the month of September? And I'm seeing in this card, being gentle with yourself, the rainbow. So it's always a reminder that, the sun, after difficulty, it's like after the rains and after the storm, the rainbow is a symbol of God and the universe to help us, remind us that no matter what we go through, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. It's the sign and the symbol of life coming back again, that coming out of that hardship. So, remember, if you've been through a lot or any hardship, remember that symbol of the rainbow and all the beauty of all the different colours, You have surrender to your full power with Leo. It's very Leo energy. And so this is very much about the angels wanting you to step into your full power, to step into your confidence. So the confidence very much is about, your self-image, how you see yourself. So if I have beliefs and I see myself as not being confident, as being too shy or too timid or too introverted or, whatever these beliefs are, then that's what the world is going to see, And so this is, the angels are saying to you, like, your own reflection, how you see yourself is everything this month, and you can change your self-image. That's the one thing that you do have power over. And so if you claim your confidence and your success and your, shining your light brightly, like, because it's the Leo energy I feel from this card, being bold, you can change that about yourself. You can create that, because it's often that it's been suppressed, because of things that you've believed or experienced in the past. And now it's like the angels want you to embrace a new self-image. It says your life is calling you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. So there you go. So that's what the angels would like you to focus on in the month of September. So let's see what the tarot has to share and offer. And I've meditated on your energy and pulled 3 cards to start. Now, coming into the month, you have the 5 of Pentacles. And so this is where you can be feeling that things aren't working out. This is the card where it's the poverty complex, or the victim, when we get stuck in victim mode. And don't be afraid of that or ashamed of that, because we all get stuck there. Often it comes from when we've tried something and it hasn't worked, or we've been rejected. And so our mind forms this belief, if it's happened a few times, of it makes you believe that you can't achieve what you want or can't get past it. So at the beginning of the month, this is something that spirit and your consciousness is helping you to overcome, to get past this. And the tables are turning, because mid-month you have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the change. The thing about the Wheel of Fortune, and according to the Kabbalah and Tarot, is that we get to decide which way our lives will go. And, it's the complete opposite of victim. Like they believe that no one wants them and nothing can work out and they don't have control. That they're powerless and they're victims of life. This is the understanding that I can turn the wheel in the direction that I want it to go, in my favor. And how we do that is through the different elements, which is through our mind, the way that we think, the way that we feel, our actions, and what we believe. So Spirit wants to empower you with this understanding of the Wheel of Fortune, that you have the power to transform whatever situation you're in that might be feeling hard, that's a hardship. And for some of you, it could be because, like we've got the watering the garden, and the patience. So sometimes, you might be feeling like, oh, my dreams aren't coming true. So we get stuck in this negative spiral. And Spirit's like, no, actually, you can turn things around. And it looks like you will be this month, because mid-month you have the Wheel of Fortune. Now things start to change. And why that changes is because you've let go and you've had a new insight. So what he does is he stops, he sits back and he becomes an observer. Okay, what in my mind, in my emotions and my reactions are causing me to feel stuck? I'm going to change them. So Spirit's like saying that if you change the way that you're thinking, your thoughts, noticing when they're kind of undermining you or going into negativity and changing them. And same with your emotions. So that you have this epiphany, that's what you're beginning. Like epiphany, I can change this. I can change my situation. And a lot of it will be to do with your self-image, how you're seeing yourself. Seeing yourself as this strong, confident, capable, amazing, vibrant Scorpio that you are. Okay, so let's get some clarity so that we can get a little bit more specific for you for the month. So I call upon the light and I call upon the Holy Spirit and my guides to help me with this reading for Scorpio for the month of September 2025. So please help guide me with this reading for Scorpio for the month of September. And of course, September in the Southern Hemisphere is the beginning of spring. In the Northern, the beginning of autumn. So we're in a new season. So it's either, the opportunity to release and let go, or the opportunity to grow something new if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. So whichever way, it's like this transformation and change that's here. Deciding what you're going to grow in your next cycle. So let's get some clarity. All right. Can we please get clarity and understanding on the Five of Pentacles? Please clarify the Five of Pentacles for us. Wow. Okay. So you have the two, Eight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Star. So this is all to do with your beliefs and your faith. So the two is when we're juggling two concepts, like the part of me that knows that I'm on the right track and that loves what I'm doing, and I'm feeling confident about it. And then there's this other part of me that still remembers the past and believes that it's not possible, and that's what you'll be juggling, and you can be juggling and going back between the two. And so that will cause you to feel some days really positive and excited, and then the next day, really upset and feeling like, what's the point anyway? And so the transformation happens with the Lovers and the Star. So this is the understanding that if I love what I do and I make a decision on it, if I make a decision that this is my path, that I don't go back and forward with, yes, it's my path, no, it's not my path, I'm on the right track, I'm not on the right track, I'm good enough, I'm not good enough. So this is a decision, choosing one. This is what I'm doing and I'm going for it. And I have faith that it can happen. Really trusting in it. And this is an inner decision to make, because the back and forth, what that does is it gives you mixed results in your 3D. So you could be successful one day or 1 week, and then the next week, nothing, it's crickets, like there's no success. So, and it's all because of this juggling these two concepts. So what Spirit wants you to do is make a decision. I am deciding that the belief in me that I can do it is right, and I'm going to stick to that belief. And the minute the other side comes up, I'm going to ignore it. It's not true. I know I can do it. I have the confidence I can do it. Having faith in yourself and what's possible for you, trusting your North Star, knowing that deep down, that what you're doing is aligned, that you love it, that you want it, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a business idea, whatever it is in your life, that it's in your heart, that you want it. So, this is the end of like the juggling back and forward, because that's going to give you mixed results, and you're going to be seeing that, having an epiphany on it. Understanding, because when you're just single-minded, you can move this in your favor and get out of this 5 of Pentacles. Trusting in your spirit and in your journey. Most importantly, trusting in yourself. Trusting in yourself. So it'll be the end of the back and forth this month, so that things can really get going for you, Scorpio. Okay, so let's get another bit of advice. Is it? Okay. So we'll take those cards. Yeah. And we had bottom of the deck, the 2 of Wands. So it's definitely like it's just making that decision, really committing. And you have the moon. So we do have a really powerful full moon in Pisces on the 7th of September this month. And because it's in Pisces, it's a very powerful full moon, because with Pisces, it's the zodiac that's connected to the whole, it's a 12th house. So it can be spiritual awakenings, very strong intuitive understandings, but it's, you might need to just do a little bit of shadow work on this with this juggling, so that you're very, very clear on what that, because you've got the Sun and the Wands, the 7 of Wands. So you need to be really clear on what this part is. Bringing it out of the subconscious, the part that makes you go back and forward, and it'll be a thought in the mind, it'll be a belief that life has to, that this has to be hard. Because even getting past this doesn't have to be hard. It can be fun and joyful, and you realize, oh, I now understand. I just need to commit to this and know that I can do it and not believe the old feelings that come up, that make me go back and forward. I know now that this is possible for me and I can change the course and the direction of this. Stepping into your full power. Your self-confidence, allowing yourself to shine your light brightly, to be bold, to have confidence. For some of you, I'm getting the angels are saying, like, you can almost have too much humility. That it doesn't have to be ego-driven. Sometimes we think it's ego-driven, but it's being like loving who you are and shining your light brightly and allowing yourself to be you is the biggest blessing that you can give life, that you can give God, that you can give to people. So really allowing yourself to shine brightly. Now knowing you're on the right path. So how fun and exciting, turning things in your favor. So what spirit animal is here for Scorpio for the month of September? For the month of September, please. Okay, have the tiger with fire and the whale with adventure. So these are interesting. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt a great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are powerful, more powerful than you know. And that's it. These two animals are so powerful. And I think you've got that within you. It's just this month connecting to it, making the decision that you're following your dreams, having passion, having purpose, being patient with it, and ending this kind of back and forth that has kept you probably not being able to achieve things in the way or to the level that you've wanted. So this is a big change. So this is your reading for the month. I was just seeing if there's anything else for you, but I think Spirit and the angels have given you pretty good guidance. So make your decision 110% on what you're wanting. Keep watering that garden with patience, and it will grow and it will flourish, and it will be the most beautiful garden and a reflection of your dreams. So that is your reading for the month, Scorpio. I'm sending you all of my love, light, and blessings, and have a beautiful September. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. It helps my channel more than you'd know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.